Hello, people. Good morning. It's Jeff from Good Evening, Good Day. I recently watched two more movies. One a little more earlier in the earlier month. It was a Strange Brew and featuring Rick Moranis, and also the Blues Brothers, the 1980s movies with Danny Croyd and John Belushi. Iconic movie. I want to talk about a little bit about this movie and a little bit more about this one. It is a review. I'm not professional. Rick Moranis, which is also in the Ghostbuster, along with Danny Croyd. Danny Croyd wrote the script for the Blues Brothers, and they are two brothers in the two movies. This one is a Canadian movie. Start off with a movie they made, homemade, with the beer they are making homemade at their parents' house, and how they end up giving the $15, which was going to pay for the father's own beer, and they spend it with the guy asking for a refund in the hallway when they go out of the theater. And I think it was filmed in the Toronto city. We see an hospital at one point where they are in Toronto. And it was hilarious. The two brothers were excellent actors, and they were delivering many good jokes, many good acting. I don't know who has written this one, but I found it very entertaining. The plot was great, the actors were funny, the woman also was beautiful and funny. The bad guys also were parodying bad guys from movies, which made me felt a little bit nostalgic, and also made me laugh. I had the need to have a good laugh recently, so I was going into another direction, and of course it really benefits. And this one, Blues Brothers, which I saw even more recently, with John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, who has written the movie. I don't know if he had a co-writer with him, but this one is very, very funny. It is a more iconic movie than Strange Brew, of course. It is a big budget, and they have made really iconic characters which are famous now and recognized almost everywhere in parks. I've seen them in parks like merry-go-round, places like that. Sometimes we see statue of the two brothers. The scenario is very entertaining, very funny, very good parody comedy. Once it starts with the guy that is Jack getting out for good behavior of prison and going back to the orphanage, which was his premises, with his brother that comes pick him up. And you see the reunion between these twos, and how the prison was all the weight when he goes out, and it was very well choreographed. Also the dances, scenes, and when they are singing, they are delivering extremely good performance. Some women are actually very funny, also like Carrie Fisher. The woman also, she's a singer, also in the lunch dinner, and all the scenes where they are gathering the bands together again is extremely funny, well made. We see each character one after another parodying, also a little bit of a Christian movie, religious, like the Good Sister, the teacher back then. They were all like in the religious cult, and when they go to the Baptist church, it's really very out of the. It's really a parody and sad at the same time to see the life in prison, the hardship of life when they go back to their little room. He's bringing his brother there. He has a extremely small apartment, very poor, but you always see them go out of the situation intact, which is a parody inspired also by iconic characters, well, the anime, the cartoon of the Looney Tunes. I've seen a very, very similar resemblance with the Roadrunner, the Coyote, with Carrie Fisher and Jack, and the also Bugs Bunny when everything blows up and they get out intact, which is extremely funny. You have also John Candy in the movie. We don't know the past of these characters, of course, in a 2 hours and a little bit more movie. You have a little bit background, but you go into the scenario. It's extremely well written. Danny Cord was always a person that really ignite my imagination as a young boy, and always delivered very good scenario. And I had the need to have a good laugh, so I picked these two, and it is very good to see how they are doing everything. We are in a mission for the God and for God. I watched them in French, of course, for accommodating the person who was watching it with me, but it is not big of a deal for me. I like the French voice in those old movies much better than these days movies, which I'm not watching much. But this is a classic I wanted to absolutely discover how they peripecy and how they manage to get everything's done with extremely extravagant situation. And I recommend this movie for everyone who is interested. Watch this video. Of course, I've told spoilers, so maybe if you hadn't watched it yet, go watch it. It's extremely good for your culture. Also, I wanted for my culture watch the Canadian movie Strange Brew. So this is a two movies review, which I have been happy to discuss. And thank you.